Lonzo, how you doing, my man?
Man, I'm doing fantastic. How you doing over there, Dusty?
Can't complain, can't complain. A little hot, but I got my studio. Got it down to about 69 degrees in here, so I'm feeling good, man.
I'm sitting up here in 62. I'm about to fall asleep. So chill up in here right about now. But the doze off. Talk to me.
Feel you, man. Yeah. A lot of stuff to talk about, man. We're gonna talk about some more West Coast hip hop tonight. In light of the 50th anniversary of hip hop coming up in August. You guys seem to like that, so we got a bunch of questions. And if you have any questions in the chat, please put them there, and I will copy and paste them. But let's take a trip to the Niggaverse, Lonzo. We haven't been to the Niggaverse in a few weeks, and this week the Niggaverse was in full force. So why not take a little trip there in our spaceship, man? Lately, I would love your opinion on this. Lately, there have been a lot of rappers and popular street figures who are being accused of snitching. Some are being accused of not living the life they rap about in songs. Paperwork is coming out. I mean, some from years ago, Lonzo. Jail footage is showing them snitching or requesting to be moved to protective custody, or PC as it's known. These gangster rappers and gangsters are telling kids not to snitch, not to go to PC when they get locked up, hit that main line, little homie, telling kids to follow a certain code, the G code. Meanwhile, when they are facing serious time, they start singing like a bird. Or when they hit prison, they're hitting the PC yard because they're too afraid of their ops. But how important is it for young people to know, Lonzo, that most of these rappers and a lot of these street dudes don't really live by the same code they talk about in their music?
It's totally important, Doc, because they selling you a crock of shit. They don't believe in themselves. It sounds good on record. It looks good in the video, but in real life, that shit does not work for nobody, man. I've been following a lot of videos here lately. I've been seeing a lot of folks who be so super gangsters that have been caught snitching in various situations, man. I don't put myself in that situation because I know if it's gonna be me or you, especially if I had nothing to do with it. I know me. I'm gonna call me what you want, but if I ain't got nothing to do with it, and you talking about protecting your ass over mine, that's called self-preservation, man. That's just called self-preservation. I'm sorry, dude. And anybody thinks that you're supposed to preserve somebody else's life over your own, especially if you had nothing to do with it, you just got scooped up in a situation or got caught up in a situation, and folks is playing you like a pawn. A lot of times, that's the case, Doc. A lot of guys are getting played like pawns because they think they're trying to build a reputation. I took one for the hood. Okay, and how does that work out for you, sir? So, with bottom line, when you actually sit down and look at it, a lot of the stuff that's perpetrated on folks, man, is basically bullshit. And that's why I never really dealt in that situation. I try to stay clear of that because I know me. I'm not going to put out somebody else's bullshit. But hey, it is what it is.
Yeah, J. Rooster. Yeah, Ice Cube's been giving Lonzo lots of shots out lately, and we have specific stories we're going to talk about later on today. So thank you for letting us know, man. Ice Cube is going on this tour where he's just letting the cat out of the bag, man, and it's a very important tour. We're going to get into that later on. But J. Rooster also said our people are so misled when he's talking about this story about these kids following the street code that their favorite rappers aren't even following. Do you feel like we're misled,
Man,
Lonzo?
Totally. Anytime the government allows corporations to make money off of locking people up and cut deals, hey, we'll bring a prison to your territory. You can guarantee 85, 90% occupancy. Hilton Hotels can't guarantee that. But if you can create a situation that can perpetuate that mindset to accomplish that goal, so be it. Everybody making money, man. So when you look up and you see artists waving guns, dope, and all type of negative imagery that is doing nothing but leading to those situations, it's ridiculous. I was doing an interview today, man, and a brother walked in. My cousin came over to my pad when I was doing the interview, and he heard me talking to the interviewer. And in the conversation, he says, "Man, I took a break so I could talk to my folks." He said, "Man, what you just said is something me and my boys from the service, my Army buddies, been talking about for years. That so many people are put in a position of success to lure other people down the same path that 9 times out of 10, they won't make it. At first, it was gangbanging. To me, it seemed like it was gangbanging and dope dealing. A lot of your so-called superstars started off selling dope allegedly, and they became millionaires, billionaires, or some of them became with gangsters and they became millionaires. It looked like a path to success, and it wasn't until lately that the stripper lifestyle became a path of success for women. And when you think about some of your bigger female rappers, not all of them, I'm not saying all of them, a lot of them started off on the pole. And for a brother who's ran a nightclub, who ran a strip club, I ran a strip club just like I ran Eve After Dark. I've seen how that path can go left real quick. You out there tricking, doing some dope, get caught up with a jealous fool, get beat up, get cut up. It's an illusion. It's like bait. It's like that bait. You put that bait out, you showed us all the success for this individual. Oh, she was a stripper and she did this. She even got a movie where she was jacking people for their jewels. While she, dude, if that was a man doing that, he'd be retroactively locked away. But when you see it being done into a movie, and after she even copped to the stuff, I ain't got to call no names. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
They would Bill Cosby him.
Yeah, they're Bill Cosby him, okay? But it's because it's a female, she get a pass. And it becomes a lifestyle. Now, I watch a lot of videos on YouTube, and I see how a lot of women feel that being owed them something because they're cute or they're beautiful or whatever. Everybody owe you shit. Because your God bless you with some good looks. Then he bless you with a brain to match that face. If not, you in trouble. You got a limited time. You got a limited window of success. So, yeah, man, a lot of folks don't live up to what they preach about. Again, there's a certain in the new age of hip hop, there's become a certain criteria, certain ingredients you have to have in order to be relevant. You got to talk about bitches and hoes, sell some dope, shoot somebody, have a gun in your video, have some booties in your video, be in a swimming pool, preferably, or a fast car. One of those few ingredients is what's necessary to give you the illusion of success. You always got to perpetrate where you are in life, even if that's not your case. I mean, if you don't have that kind of money, and it started back in the day with UMTV Rap, everybody had a big old house. They renting them houses. Everybody had a fleet of cars. People renting them cars. Now, there are a few people that do have those things, but most of those people who got them don't want nobody to know they got them. Real rich people, don't want nobody to know they're rich. So go for it.
And you know what? It's like you're reading my mind, because the next story I wanted to run by you is on the similar lines of this story. Very popular rapper G Herbo is facing years behind bars, and I think at the time of this he's already pled and he's taken 5 years. But very popular rapper pled guilty after. A very popular rapper is behind bars after agreeing to plead guilty to stolen identities to fund private jets, a Jamaican villa, and designer puppies. These rappers ain't as rich as we think they are, Lonzo. Or if they are, they do have some money. It's not coming legally, right?
Dude, when you look at Spotify and all these different streaming platforms, and you got to have 100-some plays to get a penny, a dollar, whatever it is, dude, it takes a whole lot of spins to get any kind of money. Then your gig money can be limited based on the crowd that you draw. Some of them are getting money, but a lot of them not, dude. A lot of them just want to live that lifestyle. They've been told this lifestyle comes with a certain benefits, and it don't always come like that, dude. It don't always come like that.